Okay, guys, in this session we discuss some additional concept about the long wire and about the sheet. Okay, what one? That is the potential due to charged wire or the charged sheet. But long charge wire and large means we just consider the infinite. As we discussed the electric field in the previous session, electric field due to the long wire. If you consider this very long wire and electric field, then what is the answer? E is equal to 2k lambda upon r. And if you consider the sheet, then electric field is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Okay, and this is non-conducting charge sheet. Non-conducting charged sheet. Okay, but we derive this relation by the using of a Gauss law in a previous session. Now in this session we discuss about the potential. Then we write one simple note. Potential of this large wire means long wire and the large sheet does not define. Okay, so absolute potential does not define for long wire and large sheet. You must be note it. That is a very important case. If you consider this situation for this long wire and electric field is defined like this, but absolute potential does not define. Like absolute potential of a point charge kq upon r. Okay, but if you consider this situation, then absolute potential of the long wire does not define. Now why it is not defined? What is the problem if you consider this situation? See, suppose it is a infinite long wire. Consider, okay, having some charge density. Consider positive. What is the charge density? Lambda. So how we represent this electric field? As we discussed in a previous session, electric field due to this wire is given by this way. Electric field due to this wire is perpendicular to wire and it is given by this way. How much its magnitude? E is equal to 2k lambda upon r. So that is E. If you consider this one is sheet, then electric field is this one, sigma upon 2 epsilon. But the perpendicular, both this field perpendicular to wire and sheet. Okay, means the situation is exactly similar. Consider this is infinite space. Consider, suppose, what is this? Infinite space. What is this meaning of this infinite space? It means that is the रीजन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का रीजन मान लो, ठीक है. नाउ यू जस्ट मूव दिस चार्ज फ्रॉम इंफिनिटी टू द गिवन पॉइंट इन अ डिफरेंट वे. कंसिडर सपोज गिवन पॉइंट इज P. Given point is what? P. Now you just choose the two path. First path is parallel to electric field, means infinity to the given point P, having some position vector r from this wire in such a way, and this charge is how much? Q. So when this charge is moved from infinity to P, so some work is done. Okay, what is this work? Suppose W, and this is path 1. So path 1, so W1, suppose. Consider how much work is, if the charge is moves from infinity to the P in the opposite of electric field, then some work is required. Okay, and this work is supposed to be W1. So how we get this W1? So in this situation, W1 is equal to minus Q integration E dot dr from infinity to the r, and this is its answer. Okay, as we discussed in the previous sessions. That's why if we are just moving in opposite direction. Now suppose you consider charge is somewhere here, it is again at infinity. Now charge is somewhere here at infinity. Now charge is moves along this path, means perpendicular, along the perpendicular path, and that is a path number 2. Here work done is supposed to be W2. Then what is the answer of W2? So W2 again same, minus Q infinity to R E dot dr. But if you consider this situation, then dr is along this path like this. Okay, how much work is total? So that is a dr. Electric field is always like this. What is angle? 90 degree. If angle is 90 degree, dot product is what? 0. So this is equipotential surface. If you just draw any parallel plane to this line charge or to the sheet charge, if you consider any parallel plane to the line, to this line, or you consider charge sheet, then this is equipotential surface. So work done is required 0. Why? Angle is 90 degree between the electric field and this movement. So here this work done is equal to 0. So if you write this situation, if you consider this situation, then write the work done, then answer is what? W2 in the second case. In the first case, it does not equal to 0. Why? You are moving in opposite direction. So angle is 180. Angle is 180. So cos pi. So it is -1, not 0. But if you consider this one, this is equal to 0. Now, as we know, electric field is a conservative field. As we know, electric field is what? Conservative field. And in case of conservative field, work done does not depends on path. If you consider this situation, then in case of conservative field, work done does not depends on a path. Now you've changed the path 1 to path 2, work done is changed. So that is a confliction. Okay, means यहाँ पे कुछ confusion हुआ. So for this purpose, इस confusion की वजह से लाइन चार्ज मतलब लॉन्ग वायर है या फिर लार्ज शीट है, तो उसका एब्सोल्यूट पोटेंशियल डिफाइन नहीं करते. ठीक है, क्योंकि एब्सोल्यूट पोटेंशियल डिफाइन किया तो फिर आपका वर्क हो जाएगा Q इंटू वी. आपका वर्क हो जाएगा Q इंटू मीन्स Q टू डेल्टा वी. सो डेल्टा वी आप फाइंड कर सकते हो. एब्सोल्यूट पोटेंशियल आपको इसका नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि वर्क डन यहाँ पे इस तरह से आता है. ठीक है, सो दैट इज द रीजन. एग्जैक्टली सेम थ्योरी यू जस्ट डिस्कस्ड हियर फॉर दिस charge sheet also, because this both are exactly same, only electric field is different, this one and this one. Do you understand? So that is the reason. This is the reason why we are not define the absolute potential for the long wire and sheet, but we define the potential difference for the long wire and sheet. How we define the potential difference? Potential difference. Let's consider the case 1, long वायर. लॉन्ग वायर का पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कैसे देना है? देखो, 2 पॉइंट्स के बीच का. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे मान लो कि ये लॉन्ग वायर है. नाउ दिस इज द रीजन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. व्हाट इज दिस? रीजन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. यू कंसिडर समवेयर हियर दिस पॉइंट A and somewhere here this point B. You consider this way. Okay, so position of point A is supposed to be R1, position of point B is supposed to be R2, perpendicular. Okay, you just move, you means any charge Q is move from A to B along any path, then how much work is done here? How much work is done here? So or how you just define this potential difference between A and B. So initial point to final point. Actually write like this, it's a better way to write. Initial point and final point. So R initial to R final. It's easy to understand. Okay, so how we just use this potential difference? So potential difference V final minus V initial is equal to minus integration E dot dr from initial point to final point. Yes or no? So what is this V final minus V initial minus integration? What is E? E is a 2k lambda upon R. So 2k lambda upon R into dr. What is the difference integration of 1 upon R? Log R. So answer is what? V final minus V initial is equal to minus 2k lambda ln R from R initial to R final. Here minus sign you multiplied here, so this is change like this one. So what is a V final minus V initial this minus sign is multiplied here. Okay, so R final minus R initial, so it becomes R initial minus R final, and minus is converted into division. So answer is what? Finally 2k lambda into ln R initial upon R final. So this is the potential difference for the long wire. Okay, this is the potential difference for long uniformly charged wire. Now case 2, if you consider the charge sheet, means large charge sheet, then how you just define it? Consider it is a large charge sheet. Okay, and this is the region of electric field. So you consider the same situation. Suppose here our initial point and here the final point. So any charge is moved from initial point to final point. How much this charge? Suppose to consider Q charge. What is this position vector? R initial. What is this position vector? R final. Consider this type of situation. Exactly same. Then how you just define this equation? How you derive this equation? Same method. Potential difference V final minus V initial integration E dot dr. So it is equal to minus, what is the electric field due to the sheet? Sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. So sigma upon 2 epsilon naught initial to final. So integration initial to final into dr. मतलब सिग्मा आउट में कांस्टेंट है तो ऐसे जस्ट टेकन आउट होगा. ओके, सो व्हाट इज v फाइनल माइनस v इनिशियल? इसका ऐसे ही रहा सिग्मा अपॉन 2 एप्सिलॉन माइनस साइन मल्टीप्लाई करो यहाँ पे तो माइनस r initial to r final. So what is this final answer? v final minus v initial sigma upon 2 epsilon naught r initial माइनस r. मतलब r final माइनस r initial आगे उसको माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई करो तो ऐसे अपोजिट हो जाएगा. So this is the electric field due to potential difference due to large uniformly चार्ज्ड शीट. ठीक है, तो आप पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस ऐसे फाइंड कर सकते हो लेकिन एब्सोल्यूट पोटेंशियल फाइंड नहीं कर सकते. and that is the reason here this confusion in along a one path 1 work done does not zero, along a path 2 work done is 0, but in case of conservative field as per our theory work done always require work done on any path, work required on any path is equal to what? Constant. Okay, but here it is not possible. So for this purpose we are not define the absolute potential for both those cases. Okay, all of you guys note this additional theory in your books and you just write this theory in a note. Okay, note it. Okay guys, let's come to the second additional notes. Okay, you just write this one is also in a note. Electric field due to uniformly charged long hollow cylinder. If any hollow cylinder is given to us, then how we find this? Okay, so you just draw the figure. And you draw the hollow cylinder. So this is the hollow cylinder. Okay, so this charge actually it is a long. It is what actually long. I am just drawing some section. Okay, because we discuss about the long cylinder. Let's consider long cylinder. Okay, like this. Now here some charge. Consider this length of this cylinder this much of. Actually it's very large and its charge density is considered sigma. What is charge density? Sigma. Why sigma? Because this hollow cylinder having a surface. Hollow cylinder having some surface. So let's we write surface charge density is equal to what? Sigma. And the radius, it is the axis of cylinder, so radius of cylinder is considered to be, suppose, r. Radius of the cylinder is what? R. And you want any electric field at some point P. आपको P पॉइंट्स के पास इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड चाहिए यहाँ पे. We want electric field at point P and distance is supposed to be considered R. ओके और दूसरा मतलब आउटसाइड पॉइंट, इसमें इनसाइड पॉइंट भी रहता है, तो फिर दूसरा पॉइंट मान लो कि आप यहाँ पे P डैश, मतलब इस पे भी आपको इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड चाहिए. तो हियर द टू केसेस आर पॉसिबल. केस 1, R लेस देन R, मतलब कि inside point. So you draw the Gaussian surface inside. So you just consider this small section like this inside. Okay, so what happened here? The charge is somewhere here actually, only charge यहाँ पे ही है ऐसा surface पे. Inside this portion is a hollow, so there is no any charge. So in this case, if you consider this situation, then Q enclosed is equal to what? 0. So by the using of Gauss law, if Q enclosed 0 है तो फिर inside electric field भी कितना हो जाएगा? 0. There is no field inside the hollow cylinder. आप ऐसा से समझ सकते हो कि यहाँ पे सेंटर है, सपोज सेंटर लाइन है और इस ऐसे सिलेंडर है यहाँ पे. सो यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑल डायरेक्शन में सर होगा, तो उसका वेक्टर समेशन करोगे कितना आंसर हो जाएगा? 0. अगर आप किसी भी पॉइंट्स पे लेते हो तो फिर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड यहाँ पे हर एक डायरेक्शन में होगा ऐसे, तो फिर वेक्टर सम कितना हो जाएगा? 0. इनसाइड कोई भी पॉइंट लेते हो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कितना होगा? 0. मीन्स इनसाइड द होलो सिलेंडर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज इक्वल टू 0, एक्जैक्टली लाइक अ स्फेरिकल शेल, hollow sphere, spherical shell. Okay, now consider the case 2. Outside point, it means R is greater than R, मतलब कि P पॉइंट्स. तो आप इसका भी एक सिलेंडर बनाओ यहाँ पे जिसका मतलब इतनी रेडियस वाला, तो फिर यहाँ पे एक सिलेंडर बना दे. चलो E in, you just write this E in somewhere here by using Gauss law. E in is equal to what? 0. Now forming a one cylinder means we just consider the cylindrical Gaussian surface. Okay, let's consider this is the Gaussian surface. So इसमें कितना चार्ज आएगा? मान लो कि इसकी लेंथ L है, इसकी रेडियस तो कितनी होगी? R ही होगी, तो इसमें कितना चार्ज इंक्लोज होगा? इतना चार्ज इंक्लोज होगा कि देखो इतना, this much of charge is inside the Gaussian surface. Okay, so first find the Q enclosed in case. So Q enclosed is equal to sigma into area, yes or no? Sigma into area. तो sigma कितना है? Sigma ही है क्योंकि this one is the charge density as it is, and what is the area of this cylinder of this length? बिकॉज इतना ही सिलेंडर इसके अंदर है, ये सिलेंडर आउटसाइड है, ये सिलेंडर भी आउटसाइड है, इतना सिलेंडर ही इनसाइड है. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड द Q enclosed only, so we consider the inside cylinder only. So this much of length, what is the area of this much of length cylinder? So sigma into area is 2 pi r into L. What is the length of cylinder? Sorry, what is the radius of cylinder? Capital R, this much, so 2 pi r, and what is the length? We consider it is L, so 2 pi r into L. So this is the Q enclosed by the cylinder. Now if you consider this outside, then by using Gauss law, what you get? Integration E dot dA over a surface is equal to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. Now you just find the electric field due to this one at outside, so E outside into what is the area of a Gaussian surface? That is a cylinder. What is the area of a cylinder? 2 pi r into L. Yes or no? Area of this Gaussian surface 2 pi r into L. Actually we not consider this circular area and this circular area because here this angle is 90 degrees. So flux does not link by these two surface. So only this cylindrical surface is considered, means curved surface is considered. Okay. So 2 pi r L is equal to what is Q enclosed? Sigma into 2 pi r L. 2 pi RL upon epsilon naught. If anything is cancelled, then cancel it. See, 2 pi into L cancel out. So what is E outside? So E outside is equal to sigma into R upon epsilon naught into 1 upon R, like this. Okay, so this is the electric field produced outside due to the long cylinder having a charge density sigma, and you give this answer by this way. If you have to draw the surface, draw the electric field variation, then how you draw the graph? So graph of variation of electric field with the distance r is given like this. This is electric field and it is r. At this r is equal to 0, it means it is center. Somewhere here consider r is equal to capital R, so that is a surface, this point. Okay, and inside point and outside. So this region inside, this one is outside. Here it is inside and here it is outside. Inside means r less than r, outside means r greater than r. So if you consider this situation, okay, and at the surface, what is the answer? Actually we not write this answer. So at surface r is equal to, इसमें r is equal to r रख दो, क्या हो जाएगा? E surface is equal to r and r कैंसिल हो गया, तो फिर हो जाएगा सिग्मा अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट. ठीक है, तो इसके मान के चलो, तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक तो कोई फील्ड है ही नहीं. ई इनसाइड इज इक्वल टू 0. सो ई इनसाइड इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 0. Okay, now at the surface it is maximum, then it is decreases. So you consider this type of graph. At this point is maximum, at the surface electric field is maximum, then it is E outer, it's proportional to 1 upon R. It means parabolic curve. So E proportional to 1 upon R. You just draw the variation of electric field in case of uniformly charged long hollow cylinder by this way. Okay, all of you guys note this one in your books properly, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay, next case, you just write in your notes. Electric field due to uniformly charged long non-conducting cylinder. Means right now it is a hollow, not hollow, it is a non-conducting solid cylinder. Let's write non-conducting solid cylinder. So you just draw the figure. Suppose it is a cylinder, okay, and it is a long. So draw the long cylinder. And you consider that is a center line. Its radius is supposed to be capital R. Now it's this is a three-dimensional figure. It means solid cylinder having some volume. So let's consider the charge density. This volume charge density is what? Rho. Volume charge density is equal to what? Rho. And rho is you must be understand, unit of this one is coulomb per meter cube. If you consider sigma, then coulomb per meter square. If you consider lambda, then coulomb per meter. So this rho, why we consider this rho? Because here is some volume is considered. Means this whole the cylinder containing some charge. Okay, so by this way we just getting this answer. Now you consider this 2 points again here, maybe inside, maybe outside. Let's start with the inside point. So you consider point is somewhere here. You want some electric field at this point P. तो यहाँ पे भी आप एक ऐसा सिलेंडर बना दो इस लेंथ का, इसका ऐसे. ओके, सो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऐसे रहेगा. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड This radius of this one is what? R. Length is considered supposed to be L. इसकी length ले लो L. So of case 1, R less than R. It means inside point. It means electric field at a inside point in case of non-conductor. Now it is a containing some charge. This one is containing some charge because it is not hollow, it is actually solid. So let's consider it is a solid. So use Gauss law. Integration E dot dA is equal to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. So what is this E? What is this area of this cylinder? Means Gaussian surface. Area of a Gaussian surface. So this curve area is a 2 pi RL. So 2 pi, radius is what? Smaller. So 2 pi R into L. So 2 pi RL, okay, is equal to how much charge is enclosed within this surface? Means this much of charge only. This charge is outside. Only this much of charge. It means rho into volume of this cylinder. So rho into what is volume of this cylinder? Only this blue cylinder. What is volume? So volume is equal to pi r square into length of cylinder. This is the volume of cylinder, okay. Pi r square into L. This is length of volume of cylinder upon epsilon naught. If anything is cancel out, then cancel it. Pi r L cancel, okay. Write the remaining terms as is. So it is inside field. So E in is equal to rho. So rho 2 is comes into number, so upon 2 epsilon naught into R. So this is the electric field inside the cylinder. This is the electric field inside the cylinder. At the center, R is equal to 0. So electric field is 0 at the center, okay. And here E inside is proportional to R. E inside is directly proportional to R, and you must be understand at the center. E at the center is equal to what? 0. Why? At the center you just take R is equal to 0. Now second case, case 2. Case 2, R greater than R. It means outside point. You consider that any point is outside. Suppose P. यहाँ पे आपको फील्ड चाहिए तो यहाँ पे भी आप ऐसा सिलेंडर रख सकते हो, ठीक है. इसका डिस्टेंस ले लो R. तो यहाँ पे भी आप ऐसा सिलेंडर मान लो एक. यहाँ पे स्पेस नहीं इसलिए ऐसा स्मॉल हम ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. तो ये सिलेंडर आउटसाइड है, ठीक है. आप ऐसा आउटसाइड सिलेंडर मान लो. इसकी R ग्रेटर देन R है और P पॉइंट पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड चाहिए हमको. दैट इज अ गॉसियन सरफेस फॉर अस. इस तरह से. तो फिर क्या आंसर आएगा? देखो, यूज द अगेन गॉस लॉ. सो यूज गॉस लॉ. इंटीग्रेशन E डॉट dA इज इक्वल टू Q एनक्लोज्ड अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट. यस और नो? सो E डॉट dA. सो E सपोज यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड E आउट लेते हैं तो आंसर क्या आएगा? E out into what is the area of this Gaussian surface? So now the radius is smaller. So answer is what? Pi r square into L. इसकी लेंथ ले लो आप L. इस सिलेंडर की लेंथ ले लो L. ओके. और इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कितना लिया हमने? E out. इस तरह हो गया. तो इस गॉसियन सरफेस का एरिया वहां पे रख दो. क्यों एनक्लोज? हाउ मच चार्ज? सी दिस मच ऑफ चार्ज इज एनक्लोज्ड विद इन दिस मच. इतना चार्ज है वो उसके अंदर है. तो फिर इतना चार्ज लेना है तो रो इनटू दिस वॉल्यूम. विच वन? दिस वॉल्यूम. इतना वॉल्यूम लेना है क्योंकि इनसाइड है, मतलब पूरा ही है लेकिन एल लेंथ में लेना. तो उसका वॉल्यूम कितना है सिलेंडर का? सो रो इनटू पाई आर स्क्वायर. क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो चार्ज है ही नहीं, इतना ही चार्ज है. तो उसकी रेडियस कितनी है? आर. तो पाई आर स्क्वायर इनटू लेंथ कितनी है? एल अपॉन एप्सिलॉन. इफ एनीथिंग इज कैंसल देन कैंसल इट. सो पाई एल. सो राइट डाउन द रिमेनिंग टर्म्स एज इट इज. सो ई आउट इज इक्वल टू rho r square upon epsilon naught into 1 upon r square. Okay, so here electric field is proportional to 1 upon r square outside. Inside directly proportional to r, outside proportional to 1 upon r square. What about surface? So for surface you take r is equal to r. सरफेस पे आप ले लो r इज इक्वल टू r, तो फिर आंसर क्या आएगा देखो, r स्क्वायर कैंसल आउट, सो आंसर हो जाएगा E एट सरफेस इज इक्वल टू रो अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट. ठीक है, और ए जो फील्ड है वो होगा मैक्सिमम. ओके, इनसाइड इंक्रीज हो रहा है, आउटसाइड डिक्रीज हो रहा है, तो फिर सरफेस पे मैक्सिमम होगा. नाउ ग्राफ, हाउ वी ड्रॉ द ग्राफ ऑफ variation of electric field with respect to r. So draw the graph E versus r. R is equal to 0, it means center. R is equal to r, it means surface. It's inside, it's outside. Okay, here it is inside, here it is outside. So inside electric field is directly proportional to r, it means straight line. So यहाँ से यहाँ तक straight line होगी. At this point is maximum E proportional to r, or outside E proportional to 1 upon r square, so it decreases like this, so E proportional to 1 upon r square. Okay, so this is the graph for variation of electric field in case of non-conducting solid cylinder. Okay, all of you guys note this everything in your books, then after we are go to this next one. Note it.